hear it? Mm-mm.
You can't hear that?
No. I hear that. Yeah, that's a bird.
That's a bird.
You got a mosquito on your forehead. Your forehead.
It keeps doing it, but
yeah.
I heard something else.
Yeah. I made a whoop sound, and then when I did that, we finally started hearing some sounds. Okay guys, so we just turned off of Route 311, which goes into Newcastle, which is the county seat, town seat. And in, I think it was 1892, there was a reported sighting of a Bigfoot at someone's cabin, pretty close to the borderline where we're at right now. So there was a sighting here back in 1892. People were sitting in their cabin and just having a gathering and whatever, and they look and they see this Bigfoot peering through the window. So they notified authorities, however, whenever this happened, and that's a reported sighting. So it's curious that ever since that time, there has not been one single report of a Bigfoot sighting in Craig County. And it's curious because in the county that we're coming in from, Roanoke County, there's been sightings. On the county to the west, Giles County, there's been sightings. Over in West Virginia, going into heading west towards West Virginia, the northern end of the county. When you cross over, there's Monroe County, and there's been sightings there. And there's been sightings in Summers County. But also to the east, there's been sightings in Botetourt County, but there's never been any sightings in Allegheny County. So, but then there has been in Greenbrier County and Raleigh County and places like that. So it's curious that this one county sitting right here in the middle of all these other counties that's had sightings, why has this county not had any sightings? So my goal today is just see, is there any evidence? You know, I've used to teach here, and I'd go in hiking in the woods. Of course, I wasn't even thinking about Bigfoot, so I wasn't looking for something like that back in the day. Now my wife, Tina, she's from Craig County. So Tina, tell us about your experience in Craig County.
Well, this is my hometown. Hometown is Newcastle, Virginia, which is in Craig County. Went to high school here, grew up here. All my family is here, still to this day. But for me, myself, I can't say that I've ever had an encounter, a Bigfoot encounter. Now, we used to, you know, roam around in the woods a little bit, not too extensively, but never had anything. So I'm interested to see if we come across anything.
Yep.
It's definitely a squatchy place, in my opinion.
And yeah, I would agree with that. And also, your cousin / really, he's like your brother, Big Sam. Now, he was a firm believer in Bigfoot.
Yes, he was. He could tell some stories now, for sure. Miss him. But my uncles, my cousins, they're all hunters. They've never had any stories that I'm aware of, but I've never really talked in depth with them about it either.
Perfect. Yep, so we're going to get on this road. This is called the Wilderness Road. It's open right now. It's weird because there used to be a big sign, Wilderness Road. Guys, back in 1879, they did not use the term Bigfoot. That term didn't come around till about 1960 or thereafter. The term they would often use was wild man or giants. All right, there's a little, looks like a path right here. I saw this and I thought, well, that's why I need to go check this out. See if there's any prints. Now, there are plenty of bear in Craig County. There are tons of deer. There's bobcat. There's reports in the 80s that they let loose like red wolves here. But I don't know if anybody's ever seen, if you're from Craig County, if you've ever seen a wolf, let me know. I know there's plenty of coyotes. But I remember reading in the newspaper back in the early 80s, they were releasing red wolves. So I was curious why they were doing that. Here's a print of some kind of, I'm sure it's an animal. You can see right here that's got little print, little toes or something. And when it stepped, it broke this limb right there. So that, whatever that is, I don't know. Well, all right, we're gonna, not really seeing anything here, so we're gonna head on. There's some interesting things, but nothing definitive. And you can see steps, but the ground right now is pretty firm, so you can't really make out any definite footprints either. stopped here at this little open place.
Looks like somebody tried to build a campfire right there, maybe.
Yeah. This looks like you could camp right here, but I don't know if they have dispersed camping out here.
Yeah.
Definitely the leaves are rustled up, so somebody may have been here. Man,
Yeah, the leaves are like...
they're really piled on here.
Yeah.
Deep with
Can't...
sticks and everything underneath it.
Where it's sitting, you can't see what's underneath. It makes it a little dangerous. You sink real far down.
Yeah, you do.
Putting it
Here's something.
over there. Just
Like a knock, right?
yeah, almost like a faint kind of knock, or maybe a step.
Hmm.
I said this would be a good place to capture a print if they're traipsing around here, because it goes so deep. But then again, there's so many leaves and it goes so deep, it's very camouflaged.
Mm-hmm.
So
yep. Now, we both saw a tree break from the car, so we thought we'd stop and check this out. It's usually they're a little bit higher up than this, but I mean that's pretty decent. That's only 5.5 feet.
it's not been there a whole long time, has it?
Mm-mm. It goes down here. So what you'd want to look at is, you know, why did it fall or break? There's no tree that caused it to collapse. What do you think?
That's what I'm thinking. I was trying to find something that, you know, hit it or caused it to break, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm. And there's I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm just, why would it be just right out here by itself? Although it could be a marker to what looks like a trail. Look at this, you know, like definitely something's walked down through here. Not sure what. Look at that. How about this? How about this X?
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of crazy. Then you got like probably a rock has been moved out of there. Like maybe that rock has been moved out of that hole. And then you got this just propped up here.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
You can't hear that?
No. I hear that. Yeah, that's a bird.
That's a bird.
You got a mosquito on your forehead. Your forehead.
It keeps doing it, but
Yeah.
I heard something else.
Yeah. I made a whoop sound, and then when I did that, we finally started hearing some sounds. Did you hear that? Whoop! All right, let's get back to the car. Sit here for a few minutes. I'm gonna make some tree knocks. Let me just sit here and listen for a little bit. It's a good little spot. Pretty. All right, I'm gonna hit this tree with 3 knocks and we'll see what happens. Now we'll just wait. And I thought I saw movement. Hang on. I'm going to in 2. Did you hear a step?
Uh-huh.
I did too. The sighting that I had in California near Willow Creek on the Bluff Creek Road, they call it the Go Road. That happened when I was just driving along like I am right now and stopping and checking things out. So
You never know.
if they're out there, they're out there. Now, I'm not saying that this field is what I'm going to tell you that it is, or probably is. It's probably created by the Native Americans back in the day, and they would make a clearing because they'd burn all the trees off and then let the small grass and the grass and all that grow so the deers would come out and eat. Not saying that's what it is, but I'm saying that's probably a pretty good guess. Make some hunting easy hunting grounds. I will say this: if there are no Bigfoot in this, off of this road around this area in Craig County, then they're really missing out.
Yeah.
Although here's what I think is the reason there may not be Bigfoot here. They may be passing through, but if Bigfoot is intelligent as we think it is, then he was going to steer clear, because they hunt this land during deer season, bear season, turkey season.
Yep. It very much so.
Yeah. These hunters are scouring these hills.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's a great place to do that.
Yep.
A lot of game.
It's a hunter's paradise. Don't tell anybody, because they don't want anybody to know. noticed that there's a pond out here. So you got a couple creeks. You got a little pond. There's plenty of game out here. We're gonna walk over here and check this out. Tina, look how far that sinks in. From right there to there.
Oh yeah.
But it's a little bit longer than my foot. But you can definitely see there's like a heel.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure. Look at this. Wow. Wow, that's like from here's the heel to the toes.
And look how wide that is.
That is huge. Now the key is like my heel's right here. Now you look at that. That's the end of this footprint. Yep. And
look, right here.
right here.
There's like another dip.
Yeah, I was looking at this.
Oh, yeah.
This is another one.
That's wide too.
It's pretty darn wide, yeah.
Oh, and another one.
It could be several. I don't know. It's like, look at this. See, that's a different, going in a different direction, but that's another print.
What about right there? Saw that.
It could be. It's hard to tell.
Oh, yeah.
Could be bare. Smaller, like they're big, but they're smaller. Look at that. Yeah, that could be bare because you got this round foot, a round foot, another one. Yeah, that's probably bare because you can see like one, two,
Yeah.
1, 2. That's probably bare. Those other ones were bigger and wider. Wow. Now here's you're gonna see a lot of prints, and because of this pond that's right here. And you know what, Steven, I bought some, what do you call it?
Like casting material?
Yes, I bought some from Stephen Barcelo, who owns the Bigfoot Museum in Littleton, North Carolina, and I forgot to bring it. I was like, but man, what a pond. Okay, so this is pretty interesting because you've got this tree limb that's bent over just like this, and then you've got this other tree that's been placed going this way, making an X. You can see that it's placed. I'll show you. Just placed right there, the end of it in the water, and then it goes up right through there. Wow. All right, so we've gone across this many times when I had my Jeep, but the water was not this far up. I don't know if the roads changed over the years or whatever. It's a lot of water. He stayed to the left.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Tina was scared to death, but
I filmed the whole time.
but that was good. I was more worried about coming out of the creek because it was so rocky, but it did fine.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun, and I don't know if we had any really definitive Bigfoot evidence. We thought we saw some footprints. We saw some breaks and tree structures, but nothing that you could definitely say, hey, that was created by some kind of human or some type of creature or something like that. But
and no distinct noises either. We heard a couple things here and there, but nothing too extraordinary.
Right. So now stay tuned, because we'll be doing a different road soon. Will be episode 2 of this series called Is There Bigfoot in Craig County? Is there? I don't know.
Stay tuned.